And hello, everyone say a nice big hello.
Hello.
Okay,
Hey, hello. What is up?
You guys can be heard, I can be heard. That must mean it is Friday night, it is time for the revenge of the Mafia. Yes, this is the social deduction long-form improvisation show where one of the people you see on the screen will turn out to be a hitman who, unless stopped, is sure to kill everyone else that you see. So, audience, we're going to continually need your assistance. We're going to need your help to figure out who is the killer among us. So if you look down to the bottom of the screen where the writing is on the wall, you will see it says audience, ask the suspects questions. So by all means, throughout the show, ask any of our townsfolk today any questions you like at all, and we will put it to them, and you will be able to use the information you gain from their answers, their facial expressions, the tone of their voices, to help figure out who you think is actually the hitman hiding in plain sight. So, in a moment, we'll go through a couple more of the rules, but for now, let's meet everyone in the town, starting with Lucky Leon. Say hello to the people.
Hi, what's up? What's going on?
Okay, thank you very much, Lucky Leon. Next up, we have Sunday Rain.
Hello. Hey, everybody. Hope everyone's having a good time, you know?
Certainly. Next up, Mimi Dribble. Introduce yourself to the people.
Hi everyone, I'm Mimi. My name is Mimi Dribble. I was a basketball coach for the kids in the local school. I hope you enjoy.
Okay, very much there, Mimi. Next up, we need to meet Marshall. Marshall, say hello and introduce yourself to the people.
Hey yo, I'm Marshall T. Shady, and as you see, I live in a trailer park, but I'm just trying to get by. Hope you're all having a good night.
Okay, thank you very much. Next up, we need to meet Dr. Watt.
Greetings, everybody. I am Dr. Watt. I am the local doctor. Well, I say I'm a doctor, but everyone claims that I'm just a therapist. But I really am a doctor.
Interesting. And I think lastly but not leastly, we need to meet Max Mad.
Hi, I'm Max Mad from the Furry Road. I live, I die, I live again. I'm your redeemer.
Wow, okay. So with this, audience, I can say that currently, none of them know that they are the hitman. They will find out shortly because of a roll of the dice here. Now, when I roll the dice, I will inform one of them that they are the hitman, and then they will choose a victim. But first, just so that they can get a sense of who may or may not have the killer instinct, there will be a 2-minute interaction because here we are and we're in the town hall and there's a big celebration coming up soon, no doubt. But let's just hand it over to these guys to introduce and mingle and get to know each other for the next 2 minutes. 2 minutes, begin.
Are we getting this meeting started or what? We need to get this meeting started now. Come on.
I thought we were waiting for the mayor to start this meeting.
But, like, why do we even care about the government, you know? Like, the mayor is so corrupt. And that's
Yeah, I'm with you there, Sunday,
Yeah.
Marshall.
Because if we don't have
It's a very nice...
we'll have total anarchy.
I'm trying to connect, like, you know.
Oh, it's
I had an
Marshall.
auntie whose name was Anarchy.
Where exactly do you live? It's a nice place. Looks like a really nice place.
Marshall's totally my roommate.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Wow.
Marshall and Sunday, don't get addicted to water. It will
I get
take
addicted-
a hold of you.
Oh, I get addicted to a whole lot of things, but, you know.
It's
you
just
only
how we live.
once.
Sunday addiction
Sunday,
is really
I
not
need you in
good.
my office by 4 o'clock tomorrow.
Where is your office, doctor?
My office is on the other side of town.
Yeah.
I run a small clinic just outside
But
the town.
I don't know which side are you now, so how do I know what is the other side?
Oh, it's near the park where the ducks are and stuff.
The one.
Yeah, those ducks will attack you. Be careful.
This could be a problem. I don't have my license, so, I can't drive you up there. Sorry, Sunday.
It's all good. I like jump on the bus and then I have to walk a little bit and then try not to get eaten by those ducks, you know.
Listen,
I
Monday,
make
Yeah,
those-
true. You gotta watch for them.
Yeah, but that's the nice bit of town. See, this is the problem. There's the nice bit of town, nice doctors, the ducks, lovely that end of town. This end of town's the bad bit. This is where we need things sorted.
Yeah, true. You live in the streets, eh?
It's not bad. It has character. Like, you know? That's why I tag everything. Like, all of my art is on all of these buildings.
No, I would agree.
Yeah, it makes it a really nice neighborhood.
West part of town.
Hey, Sunday. Did you put the penguin character here next to my outside my door?
Yeah, you like it?
Okay,
Very
everyone.
much.
That is the end of this introductory period of interaction. So, audience, you've got to get a little see of everyone here. You've got a flavour of their personalities. Now you perhaps will be able to watch out for any clues that someone may start to be behaving differently. Perhaps someone is just about to find out that they are the hitman. So with this, I look outside, it's getting quite dark, so it is now the night time. Everyone, go lock yourselves up in your buildings. I'm sure everything's safe. So switch off your camera views, and hopefully nothing bad will happen, because we haven't had any crime in this city for quite some time. But audience, at this stage, I will now roll this dice, and that will determine who is the hitman. I'm going to message just the person who is the hitman on the Zoom chat, so they know that it is them. If they could message just back to me to confirm to me that they are aware that they are the hitman, that would be fantastic. Oh, one second. If you can, but you've... Okay, 1 second, everyone. 1 second. There is something important going on. We may have a late villager. We may have a late townsperson. If we do, we will actually just pause for a couple of minutes. We will pause for a couple of minutes, and the person who I've just informed is the hitman. I can tell you that you may no longer be the hitman. If we are to be joined, everyone quickly come back out. Everyone quickly come back out. We need to have a quick towns meeting here. So, I'm just trying to confirm, if someone else is joining us, then we will have a slight do-over here. Okay, no, we will continue. Okay, we will continue. I just had to check. So, audience, look at the faces of everyone here. Someone has just found out that they are the hitman. This is unusual, just as we had someone who was potentially late. But, as they are not here now, someone has just found out this news, and for the first time, we have seen the eyes of a killer before they have committed the murder. So, everyone, switch off your cameras again. I will give you the instructions of what needs to happen. Once everyone has switched off their cameras, I will tell the townspeople what their options are. If you are the hitman, I would like you to let me know the name and or number of the person you would like to kill. So let me know the name or number of the person you would like to kill. Also, hitman, you have the option of stealing from someone. So if you would like to steal money, everyone starts this show with $10,000. If you steal a lot of money, there is more chance that you will be caught and named and shamed as a thief. So with this, if you are not the hitman, you can message me and say that you wish to protect yourself, and you can say which level of protection from 1 to 10, and that will use up some of your $10,000. So if you wish to protect yourself just a little bit, say a low number from 1, 2, 3, 4, for example. If you wish to protect yourself a lot, then choose a higher number, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Remember, this will use up your money, and then you'll potentially have nothing left to protect yourself later. So if you'd like to steal, then let me know what you would like to steal. If you would like to kill, then let me know. Okay, so everybody, watch out, because there may be a hitman about. Okay, everyone come back. Everyone come back. Everyone come back. Let's have a look here. So, interesting night. And I just need to do a couple of rolls. Unlucky for some. And a little bit more. So, there's a couple of things I do need to say. We had the worry. Some of you may have been worried that within the town that there would be a crime spree, and there may be some petty crime, some petty theft. But everyone, I can report, is still alive. Everyone is still alive. Is this because there is no crime and our police force do a good job? Or is it perhaps that someone was able to protect themselves? Either way, it's an interesting situation. But there is a couple more things that we need to go over. First of all, Marshall, how are you feeling?
Yeah, pretty good. Hey, everyone's alive is a good sign.
Yeah, you seem a bit smug because you are a thief. You are a thief, Marshall. You have been caught red-handed and you are a thief. So, everyone, this is a detail we have learnt about Marshall's character. Can we trust him? Would seem not. So, with this, I have heard rumour on the street that there may be a serial killer or would-be serial killer amongst us. And unless we can find this person, hey, I don't want myself to suddenly find that I wake up sleeping with the fishes. So I think we need to track down who the potential killer is and kill them before they actually commit their first murder. So with this, everyone will get one opportunity to ask one other person one question. So we'll go around, everyone gets to ask one other person one question. Audience, feel free to ask questions to any of the characters, and we will put it to them as you can help us work out who you think the hitman is. So, Mad Max, Furry Road, who do you have a question for?
My question is for Dr. Watt. Dr. Watt, if you would have to kill someone from us, who would you kill? And why?
I honestly would not kill anyone here. I barely know anyone. I have just moved to this town from the big city. I mean, why would I kill anyone from around here?
Okay, a fair answer to a fair question. Sunday Rain, who's your question for?
I have a question for Dr. Watt. Why do you say that you don't know anyone when you're totally my doctor? That's
Because
rude.
you booked an appointment yesterday, and speaking of which, you're supposed to be in the office in about 2 hours' time.
Yeah.
I barely know anyone on a personal level, is what I mean in that sense.
You know
so I know
much
people
of my
from.
stuff.
You literally have just turned up to my office today.
Okay. Dr. Watt, do you have a question for anyone?
I have a question for Marshall.
Hey, yo, what's up?
Why would you steal from any of us?
I mean, look at me, man. I may be in the nice type of the neighborhood, but I'm shady by name and shady by nature. What can I say?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fair enough. Marshall, do you have a question for someone?
Yeah, hey, Lucky Leon, how are your pockets feeling, mate? Bit lighter?
Yeah, I tell you what, it's a crime spree. That's what's getting me annoyed. This whole town is going to hell, and I'm angry. That's what I am. I moved here. When I moved here, this was a lovely little town, beautiful view. There's still nice little bits, but not where I live. And I'm angry. That's what it is.
Okay. Mimi, do you have a question for someone, please?
Yeah. Sunday, could you remind me what it is that you do exactly? Because I can't remember. I don't have a good memory.
I do a bunch of things. Like right now, I kind of work at a grocery store, but I mean, like I change jobs like every 2 weeks. But I'm an artist though. I'm an artist. I tag buildings. I like paint. I be on like.
Oh no!
corners.
I understand. So you're an artist, but you have a day job, which is like in the grocery, yeah?
Yeah, I'm at the grocery store. I stock milk.
Yeah. Okay. So how long can you be? Okay, I'll save it later.
Yeah, one question, please. So, with this, I don't know how much we've been able to uncover the killer instincts, but to be fair to all of our townspeople, no crime has been committed. Maybe a little petty theft, but other than that, there's no deaths. All this is just rumours of a potential crime spree coming up. So, with this, we will now have a 2-minute period of open discussion. Use this to try to pin down and nail who you think has got the killer instinct. Use this to try to figure out who is the hitman 2 minutes open discussion. Begin.
Like, why would a killer wait? Is this like a tactic? Or
I
is
don't
this
know.
just a scaredy cat?
Mad Max, what were you doing last night?
I was just looking for some water.
Water.
Because you townspeople did not sign the bill for water.
Oh, you could. They have it on sale. Like, you can actually get a big pack of like 24 bottles at the grocery store for like $3.99. It's fantastic.
You conglomerates, you grocery store people just want my money. I want free water.
This is the problem.
No.
All you people are making this town right downhill. I told you, when I first came here, this town was beautiful. And I don't know where half of you lot have come from, but...
Are you?
It still is beautiful, man. I don't know what you're on about. The
Mr.
artwork's perfect.
Gentrification, I need you to stop, like, putting us poor people down.
You see, Leon, this is the reason why I asked you to come into my office.
What? You know my blood pressure's going through the roof, Doctor. It's all this nonsense. I don't care if you're poor or rich. The people are destroying the town.
So would
There's
you
been
kill
nothing
us
left.
for it?
Marshall's engines have been stuck in my garden for the last 3 weeks. Bits
Yeah.
of God knows what.
I was
Lucky,
rolling around in your
lucky.
garden, sniffing the carrots. I'm not even gonna lie. They smell delicious.
Lucky, it
Don't
seems
go
like
near-
you
don't go near
hate
my
the
carrots.
town.
Huh?
Lucky, you seem like you hate this town.
I
Full
love
of
this town.
hatred.
That's why it needs protecting. That's why I love this town. I do love it. But
Oh, you love it, but you hate the people.
looking after. That's what it needs. Looking after.
Yeah, we're doing our best, mate.
Right.
We're doing our best.
Yeah. I'm not doing my best. I'm doing the bare minimum, but it's okay.
Hey, the artwork spruces up the place. It's all right.
Yeah.
It does not. House prices are through the floor.
But did anybody observe
Well, that's good.
that
It's
when
more
I
affordable
asked...
for the rest of us.
Huh?
If the house
Did
prices
any-
are low, it's more affordable for the rest of us.
Max.
Okay, that is the end of this period of open discussion. We do have a couple of questions from the audience, so let's go over to what they've said. Stab Comedy on Twitch says, greetings from Sacramento, California, USA. Our lovely UK friends. So hello, Stab Comedy. Hugh Janus on YouTube says, all still looking guilty as is City. What else have we got here? Michael Wilder on YouTube says, greetings all, I guess. But we have a question. Michael says, why is Max hiding?
Well, I need free water. Till I get free water, I'm gonna rebel.
Okay, fair enough. Let's see what else we've got here. We're chatting on... Digital DeQuinley says, we're chatting unofficial Die Hard movies. Good to know, thanks for that. But, Lucky Leon, you look like a killer, says Wade on D Live. Do you have a response to that?
Feel like killing someone, but I didn't kill anyone. I'm the one standing up for law and order. That's the difference.
Okay. Dr. Watt, what is your secret prescription?
My secret prescription is my family secret, and you have to spend the rest of your time never finding out what that secret would be.
Okay, thank you very much. Digital DeQuinley then says, hi Brits. Interestingly, we don't have very many British people here. 2 or 3. But then we have representatives from the United States, from India, from... Oh, I forget where else you're from. But all over the place. Australia, yes. And... oh my god, everyone's from somewhere. So, with this, guys, we'll have one final interaction. Audience, continue to look at people's facial expressions. Listen to the tones of their voice. In a moment, we will have a vote, and we will put to death the person who we all agree is the hitman. So, with this, the final interaction of this day will be between the Dr. Watt, and it will be between Lucky Leon. So I'm going to spotlight you guys. So spotlight Dr. Watt and spotlight Lucky Leon. You will have 1 minute in this interaction. Use this time to make sure no one thinks that you are the killer and see if you can work out who is. Begin.
Hello, Leon. What can I do for you today?
It's my heart. It's going through the roof. The stress of living in this town. It is going to kill me. It is going to kill me. Crime's through the roof. Graffiti's through the roof. Weird people. I'm going to say it. There's weird people all over the place. I don't care if that makes me sound like I'm a reactionary or whatever. They're weird, and they're walking around the town weird. I'm getting
And
angry.
have you been taking these drugs that I gave you?
I take some of them, they're not doing any good. They're making me more angry, I think. You said they make me all calm. I'm not calm.
Right, but what I said was they would lower your heart rate. They would lower your blood pressure, so you wouldn't get so intense all the time. But it just seems to be me that you're getting worse.
Well, yeah, it's the environment. That's what it is. It's the environment.
I would have to recommend an increased dosage. You have to take 2 a day, though.
Okay, I suppose so. Okay, I can keep trying to take the drugs, but I don't think it's going to solve the problem. Just take drug. That's one of the problems. Drugs, tons of drugs all over the place. I came to you worried about drugs, and you gave me drugs.
Okay. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you so much. Interesting in this opportunity to try to work out which one of you is most likely a killer. You just decided to have a medical consultation. Fair enough, though. Use the time as you will. We have more questions coming through, but we will hold those till the next day phase. Because, audience, it is now voting time. Vote now and save us. Who do you think the hitman is? Who is the killer hiding in plain sight? So let's have a look at everyone's faces here. Who do you not trust? We're going to go around everyone and ask everyone to vote. And then, audience, we will tally up your votes and add your vote to what everyone here thinks, and with that we will have an execution scene. So Mad Max, who do you vote for?
I'd vote for Dr. Watt because when I asked him that who would he kill, being a doctor, he didn't say I would want to save everyone.
Interesting theory. Dr. Watt, who do you want to vote for here?
Well, I don't know everyone that well on a personal level, but I would have to say with my diagnosis, it would have to be Mimi.
Okay, that's interesting. Vote there for Mimi. Lucky Leon, what would you say at this stage?
So I vote for Marshall because it's all his engines are in my garden. So that is it. And, you know, that if you can do that, you can do anything.
Okay, interesting. Next up, Sunday Rain. Who do you suspect?
Honestly, I think it's Mad Max. She just seems like a little homeless person who would hide in your house and steal your water and like shank you in the bathtub.
Okay, in-depth detail there. Mimi,
Yeah.
who do you suspect?
I tell you what, I suspect Dr. Watt because even just talking to Lucky, already Lucky felt someone's gonna kill him. Even just by talking to someone who caused them to feel like a dead and almost dead man. What's more than that? Only a killer can make you feel like that.
Okay, Marshall, I don't believe you voted. Who do you suspect?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Dr. Watt as well. I see a malpractice suit in his future. It's just bound to be happening.
Okay, with this we'll go over to the audience comments and see what we've got here. We've got votes for Mad Max. Digital de Quinley says give it a few minutes. I'm not sure what that refers to. Then Marshall gets a vote. So Mad Max, Marshall, Dr. Watt, Mimi, Leon, Sunday, Lucky Leon, Mimi, Sunday. Let's see what else we've got. And let's see what else we've got coming through. Dr. Watt. Have we been keeping track of these votes? So what have we got here? What have we got? So 2 for Dr. Watt, 2 for Sunday, 2 for Mimi. Anyone else on there that we've got votes for? So this is interesting. Okay, so I'm going to give it a couple of seconds, and then we'll say that it's a 3-way tie. So who doesn't have the votes? Mad Max, Marshall, and Lucky Leon. I will put it back to you. Between Sunday, Mimi, and Dr. Watt, who do you most suspect Mad Max?
It's gonna be Dr. Watt.
Okay, that is suspicion for Dr. Watt. Marshall of Sunday, Dr. Watt, and Mimi, who do you think?
I'm sticking with my original vote, Dr. Watt.
Okay, with this, it kind of makes it a moot point, but Lucky Leon, what would have you said?
It's got to. I think Mimi's quite. Doctor, I trust me, Doctor. He's looking after me. But Mimi sneaking in the background. Suddenly, just an annoyance, isn't she?
Okay. You've given that thought, but it is not enough to save Dr. Watt in this instance. So there will now be an execution scene. One of you will have to volunteer to carry out the execution. Marshall, you got your hand straight up there. There will be a risk with this, but there is also possibility of reward. So let's get you guys onto spotlight view. So spotlighted and spotlighted, and I will bring myself into the mix as well here. So just to explain things, first of all, thank you for taking this burden to carry out the execution. Marshall, you will have now an opportunity to earn yourself up to $10,000 in bonus cash. I will roll a dice, and you just need to tell me odds or evens. If you correctly identify odds or evens, whatever number it lands on will represent how many thousands of dollars bonus you will earn. So, what do you reckon, odds or evens?
Give us evens.
And it is a 4, so you get yourself a bonus $4,000. So you get yourself a bonus $4,000. Now, to explain what's going to happen here, Dr. Watt, there will be a 30-second period of interaction. At the end of it, Marshall will kill you unless you take an action to prevent your death. You could try to talk Marshall down, and it may be possible that you could convince him not to kill you. Otherwise, you could call to protect yourself, in which case you would have to tell me how much protection money you would like to use. Or you could call to grab a Tommy gun, because, as you will now see on the screen, audience, there are 2 Tommy guns available. If you grab a Tommy gun, you will have a 1 in 8 chance where you will be able to turn the gun back on Marshall and kill him instead of you going. 30 seconds, begin.
Marshall, you can't seriously believe that it would be me.
Well, I mean, I've been having a habit of leaving trash around the place, so I thought I might take out some trash.
Well,
Convince me otherwise.
Well, it couldn't have been me, you see. I was in my house the whole night preparing the next schedule for the next day. Hell, I got an appointment with Sunday later.
10 seconds left.
Please, I would not kill anyone in this town. Please,
Do you want protection?
I would not do it.
30 seconds has lapsed.
I ain't convinced, mate.
Okay, 30 seconds has lapsed. As this is your first day here in the town, Dr. Watt, did you want an opportunity to try to protect yourself?
No.
Excellent. Carry out the execution, please, Marshall.
We don't take too kindly to newcomers.
Okay, and with that, Marshall, you have killed Dr. Watt. Everyone, let's bring everyone back. So, Dr. Watt, you are dead. The first victim of this crime spree, perhaps. Or perhaps we have killed the hitman. Or perhaps we have killed an innocent life just because of the hysteria of a suspected criminal in our midst. So from beyond the grave, using my psychic ability, Dr. Watt, can you confirm to us, are you the hitman?
No, you bastards.
Wow, okay, so you are dead. It's an interesting tactic. Not the hitman didn't protect himself. So, with this, hopefully from beyond the grave you'll be able to use your wisdom, Doctor, to help us find the real killer. Everyone, please take off your camera view, switch off your cameras. Everyone switch off your cameras because we're going to go back to the night phase. So with this, I will once again remind all of our city folk that they have a couple of options. If you are the killer, please let me know if there is someone you would like to kill. Please name them or put their number or both. You could also choose to steal money from someone else. If you would like to steal money from someone, you must tell me their name and how much you would like to steal. If you are not the hitman, you have 2 choices. You can either protect yourself or you can steal. Or, I suppose the third choice is you could do nothing and take a risk. If you would like to either protect yourself or steal, you need to tell me how much you would like to steal or how much you would like to protect yourself with. Okay, so let's take a quick look here. A quick look. Okay, and everyone, watch out, because there is a killer on the loose. Okay, and everyone come on back. Everyone come on back. So this is an interesting scenario. Let's just take a look here just to confirm my suspicions are correct. So, I just need to... Okay, this is very interesting. I need to do a quick roll. And that's unfortunate. I have some bad news to share. Our suspicions weren't unfounded. There is a killer in the town. And last night, they took a victim. Mimi, how are you feeling today?
Huh? I don't know. Now that you ask, I'm feeling less good.
Okay, just checking in. I would say visit the
Think
town's
okay.
doctor, but Dr. Watt is still looking a little transparent.
Doesn't he?
He does. Unfortunately, though, Leon, you're still here, which is always unfortunate for us. But that just means Marshall, Sunday, or Max. Unfortunately, Max will not be joining us for a living time. Max, you are dead. But using my psychic ability, can you give me a sense of who tried to kill you? Did you get a glimpse of your attacker during the night?
No, because my eyes were shut.
Well, you need to sleep with one eye open. So, things are quite dire here. Let me just check on one other thing. I can also say, with a quick roll of the dice, although this is, it didn't go as I expected it to. Mimi, you are a thief. Mimi, you are a thief. You have been caught stealing, and for the remainder of the day, because I forgot to do it yesterday and let Marshall off the hook, you will be humiliated publicly. So that means for the remainder of the day, Mimi, every time you speak, everything you say will have to be a question. If you attempt to break this curse or this humiliation early, then you will be humiliated with silence for the remainder of the day. Do you understand?
How do I always end up like this? I don't know.
Very good. Almost trapped you. So, with this, there will now be a 3-minute period of open discussion. Someone here killed Max Mad during the night. Because of the fear of there being a killer, we ourselves killed Dr. Watts last night. And unless we can get it correct and kill off the actual killer today, then there will be more innocent blood on our hands. Audience, feel free to ask lots of questions to the townspeople, because we will be putting them to them. But first of all, 3 minutes of open conversation begin.
Sunday, what did you do last night?
Oh, what did I do? I was like floating really high. And I went down to the ducks, and I actually dressed up as a duck because I was
Are you
trying
taking
to connect.
drugs? Are you on drugs?
Are you a narc? Is this a test?
I'm a narc. I'll tell. I'm disgusted who's left in this. This town is a disgrace. Look who's left in this town.
Oh my
We only
God.
had one good person. It was the doctor, and he's dead.
Yeah, he was
I
my
can't help
doctor.
but
He was
notice one
supposed
of
to
our,
help me.
One of
yeah,
our
the
lower people in society is now dead, and you seem
Yeah,
to have been dead or
the
against
homeless
us.
person who wanted the water. Like, she was creepy as hell, but I mean,
Well,
I didn't think someone would
died.
kill her.
I'm not bothered about her. I'm worried about the doctor. Now we haven't got a doctor. We're going to get a new doctor. They won't come here because
I
it's
can-
going down hell.
I could be the doctor. Let me do it. I could.
you
She's
learn?
performed surgery on me
Have you
before.
learned?
She's all
I
right.
have. I did. He like got bit by this raccoon or whatever, and I literally had to like stitch him back up and suck the rabies.
Does anyone here believe her? Because I don't know. I don't know.
This is crazy kind of talk. You can't be the doctor. You can't
I'm
even
now
look
Dr.
very well. I've seen your
Sunday.
picture of a penguin. It looks like a duck. You're obsessed with ducks. Even your penguin
I am.
pictures look like ducks.
I'm now Dr. Sunday Rain.
Lucky,
You can,
what
like-
did you do yesterday?
Hey, what's wrong with ducks? What do you have against ducks?
I don't know. He's a duckist.
Ducks lower the price. They come everywhere. They peck things. We should have swans. Then it's nice. It's beautiful. The house prices go up.
See,
Duck-
this is how he is about people too. Ducks deserve his space as well. Y'all, if you want to come to like my sessions, it'll be at the duck pond, and we'll talk about our feelings.
Why is everybody ignoring? Lucky, what did you do last night?
No, Lucky, what did you do?
Me. I get in. I lock the door because I'm scared of all you nutters. That's what I do. Lock the door, switch the lights off, and sit and wait. Hopefully, nothing will happen. Because all
need
you
to
lot,
take a chill
you
pill,
lot are
sir.
clearly, one of you three clearly are a murderer, and I'm just trying to keep my head down. That's what I'm doing.
And
Were
what
you
rules
at
you
your
got?
house all time?
So I can honestly say I don't think Mimi's a murderer because someone died last
Yeah,
night,
no, I
and
agree with that.
she's still. I think it's Lucky. I think he's just trying to clear us out so he can put down a parking lot.
Yeah, loads of murders aren't going to make the house prices go up. That's going to be the worst thing. You just guys need to move out, and nobody else gets murdered, and I'm happy. Killing people goes against everything I'm trying to do.
It just seems like a Scooby-Doo plot. Like he just has crime so that we'll get all scared and leave, and then he can build like his casino and be happy. I know
I
you.
feel that.
I'm
You're
not quite
sketchy. You're a sketchy rich person.
I'm not
Okay,
quite
that
big.
is the end of this period of open discussion. So, audience, hopefully that was illuminating. Let's have a quick look, see if you have any questions. Okay, yep, we've got a few. Okay. Who is Max? What are you hiding? Well, Max is dead. This was a question from yesterday, so... Max, could you reveal what you are hiding at all now?
I'm hiding all the water in my mouth.
So that's where it was.
That's where it went. Okay. Blondie Einstein on YouTube says, does Sunday rest on Sunday, but spend the rest of the week killing?
Oh, no. See, I spend the rest of the week killing time because I'm an artist and I work at a grocery store. And on Sundays, I don't get to do much because they cut off selling liquor at 6 p.m. and it's like ridiculous.
Good.
Okay,
See,
okay.
you're what's wrong with this country.
Digital De Quinley says, isn't Mafia Italy? No, not necessarily, you know. Watch The Godfather, that's USA. So, anyway, let's have a quick look what else we've got here. We've got Lucky Leon. He says, Hugh Janus on YouTube. I have reason to believe you have a trucker named Lucy buried under your patio. Prove me wrong.
Well, I couldn't prove you wrong. I can't get to the patio. It's full of car parts and engines and oil. Could be anything under there by now. Wouldn't trust Marshall to do any of that stuff.
Okay, I think they mean Sunday, but it says Monday.
Okay, that's my sister.
Oh, sorry. Well, we'll ask it to you.
Okay.
So Sunday. Why did you dress up?
Dress up. Oh, my fancy sweater, I guess. Because I was feeling really lucky today. And the sweater makes me happy and reminds me that I'm a part of this world.
Okay, good to know. Wade says, Dr. Watt, what can you tell us about your patients? You're dead, but so you don't have to keep confidence anymore.
I'm sorry, it's really funny in the afterlife. I can basically say that Sunday was very suspicious, asking me questions all the time about everyone in the town, despite the fact me not knowing too much about everybody. She really wanted to know much about Leon.
Oh, interesting.
That was
Okay.
the whole session.
And then we fed ducks afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay,
And she was
okay.
feeling lucky the other day, so you better be careful. You weren't feeling me. Don't start that rumour.
Right,
Does
right.
she have the hots for Leon?
Was that a question?
Is she interested in Leon?
Oh, okay, it was. Leon, you were dodgy, says Michael.
Okay, I'm the moral centre of this town. I don't know why this is not coming across as clear as day. I'm the moral centre. I'm the good guy. Look at the people around me. These are not the good guys, clearly.
Okay. Is Marshall wearing black so he can sneak around at night killing?
And now it's to cover the grease stains from me leaving my pots in Lucky Leon's front lawn.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay, audience, continue to ask questions throughout the show. We will have a vote soon, but we're going to have one final interaction before we go to the vote. So, let's roll the dice and see who it will be between. We have it to be between Sunday Rain. Oh, Dr. Sunday Rain, I do beg your pardon. And it will also be between Mimi Dribble. So let's spotlight you two. So, Mimi and Sunday. And you will have 1 minute on this interaction before we go to the vote. Use this time, find out who is the killer.
So, Mimi, like, welcome to the duck pond. And I just want to say, like, you got in trouble for, like, stealing. How did that feel? How do you feel?
Do I look happy?
Do you feel excited, though? Was it a rush?
Would you feel excited if you got caught?
Oh, if I got caught, I mean, stealing, I would feel ashamed. But I steal from people all the time, so...
How do you get away with it?
See, you pick people who are dead and you steal low.
Do they have to be dead?
It's easier if you find someone who's dead, you steal low. So that way, when the killer's off doing their thing, you know that dead people won't protect themselves. So they got money.
Did you kill last night?
Nah, I stole. I stole from someone.
How come I'm stealing and I get caught?
Because you didn't steal from a dead person. You must have stole from someone who is protecting themselves, so they're like broke.
How am I not getting this?
I don't
What's wrong
know.
with me?
You gotta be like a duck.
Okay,
be like a
guys,
duck.
that is
What's
the
going
end
on?
of this period of open interaction. So, audience, it is now voting time. Audience, it is voting time. Please, vote now and save us. Who do you suspect is the hitman? Help us figure this out, and we will hopefully rid the town of a killer very shortly. So, with this, we're going to go around everyone, and let's have a look. Who do you think Dr. Sunday Rain is the killer?
What? Oh, you were asking me.
Yeah,
I was
sorry,
confused.
I phrased it badly.
Yeah, I was like, what? I honestly think it's Sugar Daddy Lucky Leon. I think that he did it because he's so angry all the time. Yeah.
Okay. So, Marshall, who do you think is the killer?
Yeah, I think it's Lucky Leon as well. Just he's trying to get rid of all of us low lives, as he puts it. And yeah, I ain't about that.
Okay. Dr. Watt, you are dead. You do not get to vote unless there is a tie-break scenario. Mimi Dribble, who do you think is the killer, please?
How can I not say Lucky Leon?
Sorry?
How can I not say Lucky Leon?
Oh, sorry, yes, I see what you went for there. Right, and Lucky Leon, who do you suspect?
It's just nonsense. You can see these three all in it together. It could be any of them, but I'm still thinking it's Marshall. And even if it's not him, he deserves to die for what he's done to my garden. My daisies are all dying.
Okay, we will see what the audience have said. Votes are still coming in. Audience, continue to put your votes in lickety-split. Otherwise, we're just going to run out of time and your votes will not end up being counted. But with this, let's start to have a quick look. We've got votes. Marshall, oh so shady, says Blondie Einstein on YouTube. Leon says Biddy Wink Wink on D Live. Hugh says Leon has that slimy swagger. Sienna says Leon. Janie says Leon. Wade says Leon. Someone without a name says Leon. Then we've got another Leon, and Leon again. And at this, I will say, Leon, you have been marked for death. So I would now ask, could we please, from our living survivors here, get a volunteer? Dr. Sunday Rain. Thank you, Doctor.
Yes.
You will carry out the execution here. So I will spotlight the Doctor. I will spotlight Lucky Leon. And I will spotlight myself. So, once again, we know the drill by now. Doctor, you will get an opportunity to get some bonus protection money. All you need to do is tell me odds or evens, and if you
Even.
guess evens, okay? With this, if you guess correctly, you will get some bonus money. If not, you will not. It is evens. It is another 4. 4 seems to be the lucky number of the day. So, Doctor, you get 4,000 bonus dollars as a result. Lucky Leon, there will now be a 30-second execution scene. You could attempt to convince Dr. Sunday Rain not to kill you, and she may show mercy. But otherwise, I would recommend either you protect yourself by calling out that you want to be protected. I will then ask you how much of your protection money you wish to spend, if you have any at all. Or you could call to grab a Tommy gun, in which you would have a 1 in 8 chance of turning the gun back on the Doctor, your would-be assassin here. With this, 30 seconds on the clock, begin.
This is ridiculous. You know it wasn't me.
No, I think it was you.
You know it wasn't me. And
You
if
have
you
a
kill me,
motive.
you're going to be left with the killer and someone else. And Mimi. It's ridiculous. I'm the only good one in the whole town. If I go,
Right.
the whole town's going to go to bits.
Wait, why'd you say and Mimi? She clearly isn't the killer.
10
Yes,
seconds
Marco.
left.
Listen, this is ridiculous. I'm going to try and use the Tommy gun because you can't kill me.
Oh, interesting scenario. So,
God.
let's bring this back in here. You will have a 1 in 8 chance. You have called to use a Tommy gun, and you will have a 1 in 8 chance of turning the gun on Dr. Sunday Rain. You just need to tell me what number from 1 to 8, and if I roll the same number, then you have succeeded. What number, please, Leon?
Number 4.
Oh, number 4. Will it be third time's the charm? It will not be. It is a number 1. You have missed at point blank range. Doctor, please continue the execution.
Okay. I'm shooting your thighs.
And with that, lucky Leon, you are dead. So, with this, everyone, come on back, and we will now find out from beyond the grave, using my psychic ability, Lucky Leon, were you the hitman?
No.
No!
Told you I
That
was the
was a
good guy.
mistake. Lucky Leon was innocent. And now it means that once again, there is more innocent blood on our hands than there is blood on the hands of the killer. So, audience, look at everyone's faces here. Lucky Leon is dead. Guns down, innocent person. Mad Max, confirmed death at the hands of the killer. Dr. David Watt, no, I've added in David. Dr. Watt, frying tonight, no doubt, who was killed at the hands of one of our survivors. So that leaves us with Marshall T. Shady, Mimi Dribble, and Dr. Sunday Rain. One of them is a killer. Let's find out who. But first of all, it's getting late out there. We need time to mourn the death of Lucky Leon. Everyone, switch off your camera views. And once again, I will ask that would the killer please message me and message me alone to let me know who you would like to kill, or if you would like to steal, or if you are not the killer, let me know, would you like to do something in the night? It could either be to protect yourself, or it could be to steal from someone else. I will remind our townspeople and the audience at this stage, if anyone is able to steal enough money or earn enough money by carrying out executions that they are able to get $20,000, they can ask me for the identity of someone who the hitman is not, and I will tell them privately this information. If they get $25,000, they could take out a hit on someone else. And if they are somehow able to earn or build up $50,000, I would identify to them who the hitman is. So, with this, everyone watch out, because there is a killer about. Okay, so, with this, everyone come on back, everyone come on back. Wow. Everyone, come on back. So, with this, I have some news to share. Welcome back, Doctor from Beyond the Grave. Lucky Leon, you're looking fetching. But I have some bad news to share. We hoped that we would have killed the killer, and perhaps the fact that we're killing each other off wildly would have perhaps scared the killer away and they would have fled town. But it would seem not, because there is, I can now report, another death. Another murder has taken place during the night. Dr. Sunday Rain. How are you doing?
I'm actually very sober today.
Good, good. Mimi, how are you?
Am I allowed to not ask questions?
Yeah, that was a question, though. But yes, you are allowed to not ask questions.
I'm feeling very worried. I mean, really worried that there was another killing.
Well,
I'm
your worry was
literally-
founded, because you were killed during the night, Mimi. You were killed during the night.
That's
and-
why I was very worried. I felt it's close to me. So
Yes,
I'm good.
but did you get a sense of who it was that attacked you? Did you perhaps
Marshall.
see a glimpse? Who?
Marshall, without a doubt.
Marshall, without a doubt. So obviously there is only Marshall and Dr. Sunday Rain left. Only Marshall and Dr. Sunday Rain left. One of them is a killer. The other one knows who the killer is. So at this stage, the person who is innocent will now have to convince you that the other one is in fact the killer. Audience, continue to ask questions to our suspects, but unfortunately there is a lot of crime taking place in this town, and someone is taking out a humiliation, and the humiliation is going to be on the spirit of Dr. Watt. Dr. Watt, for the remainder of this day, you will only be able to communicate in single-syllable words. If you say any words that are not single-syllable words, you'll be humiliated with silence for the remainder of the day. So with this, let's go round. Everyone gets to ask one other person one question. Lucky Leon, from Beyond the Grave, who do you have a question for?
So as far as I'm concerned, they're both murderers. But let's ask the one that didn't murder me, Marshall. So Marshall, why do you like killing people?
I don't like killing people. It's not a thing that I like to do at all. I was protecting myself last night.
Okay, interesting. Mimi, from Beyond the Grave, do you have a question for someone?
Well, I just think, Marshall, that what you did is saying I was protecting myself last night, and I see this is as a confession that we had something, and you protected yourself, and while protecting yourself, what you call protecting, you killed me. That's what I think.
That's not even physically possible. I can't protect and kill at the same time. I mean, I stole some money on the first night, and then I used that money to protect myself because it was getting a bit hairy.
No, haven't you heard about killing as self-protection?
Okay, only one question there, Mimi. Only one question. Okay, Max Mad, do you have a question for someone?
Yes, Shalita. Dr. Sunday Rain. It's for Dr. Sunday Rain. Why did you kill me?
I didn't kill you. You're a creepy homeless person, but I mean, you still have your own place in this society. And I'm sorry that you died.
Okay. Dr. Watt, from Beyond the Grave, do you have a question for someone?
Yes. Sunday,
Yes.
why did you be the next Doc?
Oh, you inspire me, Dr. Watt. I mean, once you were gone, I felt like there needed to be a person to help the people of this town. And like, if people can like have higher like political places without experience, then surely I can be a doctor without experience. It just makes sense.
Not you.
Okay. So, Marshall, do you have a question for someone, please?
Dr. Sunday,
Yeah.
I didn't think you had it in you. Why have you been doing all this?
One, I am incredibly hurt and offended that you would ask such a question when I purposely went out of my way not to get drunk last night because I felt like you were going to do something bad. I'm terrified of living with you.
Okay. And Dr. Sunday Rain, do you have a question for someone, please?
Yes. I guess, Marshall, why is it that the one day that you got caught stealing was the one day that we didn't have any murders?
I don't know. I'm assuming someone else was protecting themselves and that it worked out well for them.
Okay, with this, let's go over to the audience because they've got some questions for us. Hugh says, Dr. Watt, since your dismissal from the medical practice, is death your next practice?
Yes. I have a good job in the morgue of hell.
Right, interesting. Michael says, Marshall, why kill?
I ask Sunday the same question. I don't think it's a good thing to do.
Okay, interesting response. Wade says, Dr. Watt. Dr. Watt was... Hang on, is it... I just need to work out who you're speaking to. Okay, so Dr. Watt, in fact. What are the different parts of the human brain?
Front, side, back.
Okay. Oh, good. Good to know you did go to medical school. Dr. Rain, who do you miss the most?
Who do I miss? Honestly, I miss Dr. Watt. I feel like I need a session to deal with the domestic issue that's happening in our trailer.
Okay. Let's have a look if we've got anything else coming in. Leon has that slimy swagger. That was from the previous thing, so this is now rubbing salt in the wound, but I thought you'd like to know that. Okay, so with this, there will be a final interaction, and I think it's only fitting that it's between Marshall and Dr. Sunday Rain. So they will have 1 minute to speak to each other, and this will help inform the votes, because obviously at this stage, the dead will have the opportunity to vote once again. So here we have Marshall, and now we're going to add on the Doctor. You will have a 1 minute interaction. Try to convince everyone that the other person is guilty. Begin.
Like, Marshall, it was fun and games when we were huffing paint and toilet papering people's houses and stealing and...
Yeah, it was good times. I mean...
No, but, why? This is a lot. This is a lot to take in, and I feel disgusted.
I mean, look, just because I was leaving the toilet seat up, I don't know why you think that's a domestic issue, but I'll keep it down from now on. But
the ducks are watching, and I want you to be completely honest and come clean
were they
with
watching
yourself.
you kill?
What? Are you
Were the
serious?
ducks watching you kill? Are they
No.
the witnesses to your murders?
Why would I kill when I love ducks and animals, and I think that all people have their place in this earth, and you're the only one who seems like you don't have any remorse when people die?
Well, see, look, I like ducks as much as the next guy, but they are known to be vicious. Have you not heard what male ducks do to female ducks when they're reproducing? They, kill them. If that's your role models, I'm a bit worried.
Okay, that is the end
True
of this
facts.
period of interaction. So, everyone come on back. So with this, remove spotlight, audience. It is now voting time. Vote now and save us. Who do you think is the hitman? Who is the serial killer hidden among us in plain sight? Is it Marshall T. Shady? Or is it Dr. Sunday Rain? Put your votes into the comments section. Votes are coming in. We will now vote. Starting with Marshall T. Shady. Who do you think is the hitman? You can either obviously blame the one other person who is alive, or if you wish to take the blame yourself, that's maybe a noble thing for any killer to do. I think Marshall has frozen. We will come back to you, Marshall. Dr. Sunday Rain, the same situation for you. Do you wish to name Marshall as the killer, or would you like to fess up, as it were?
It's Marshall.
Okay, that is a vote for Marshall. Hopefully Marshall will be able to get his vote heard. Lucky Leon from Beyond the Grave. Who do you suspect is the hitman?
Well, I just want to first say, I forgive Dr. Sunday for killing me. I know she's not the type. We know the main murderer is Marshall. He's butchered my garden and he's butchered all the rest of the people. So, Dr. Sunday, I forgive you for your misguided execution of me. I'm in a better place now.
Okay, Dr. Watt from Beyond the Grave.
I would have to say these couples should have come to me sooner with their problems, but judging by the fact now that I'm dead, I would have to say it would be Sunday.
Okay, there's a vote against Sunday Rain. So, next up, we must ask Max Mad.
Well, I would like to take Marshall to Valhalla with me.
Okay. Very good. I think Marshall may already be there. So, Mimi, who do you think it is?
Yeah. No, I tell you, when someone asked Dr. Sunday who's the killer, and I was still alive, those were the lives. She said, no, Mimi is not the killer. So, to me, it sounded like she paid some money in order to know. And suddenly she came up with this. So it also told me she was not the killer because she paid money to understand who is the killer. And also she's hot. So, yeah.
Okay, so you are voting for Marshall. We'll go over to the comments section and we'll see if Marshall makes it back. Maybe this is a sign of guilt, trying to flee because obviously the votes are going a certain way. But let's have a look. Hugh says, loving the caravan park reference, Marshall. Eminem, I vote David. What? Eminem, not a vote, David. Oh, I see. So, we've got a vote here for Sunday, for Marshall, for Tuesday. Well, you're doing that on purpose now, we know that. Right, so we've got a vote for Sunday. Murder Marshall T. Shady. Sunday, Marshall. Sunday, Marshall. Marshall. So with that, I think it is Marshall has got the most votes. I just heard a ding in the background. I may check. Marshall, if they are able to rejoin us. Shit, internet died. What bad timing. So, Marshall has been put to death. And it would seem that Marshall has fled the town, in fact. So with this, we are going to say that we have banished Marshall from the town. So, the only way we can now resolve this is I'm going to have to make up a rule on the fly. Dr. Sunday Rain, I have raided the medical cupboards and I have found something that Dr. Watt left there. And it says truth serum on it. So, are you willing to be subjected to this in order to clear your name or expose your guilt?
Yeah, let's do this.
Okay, so you have now been given the truth serum. So what you say now will have to be the truth, Dr. Sunday Rain. You are still alive, but will you reveal to us, Doctor, were you the hitman?
No.
So, there we have it. We correctly guessed that Marshall was the hitman. Sunday, you are still alive.
Oh,
but
good.
in a first for this, the hitman was correctly voted but managed to escape death. So, how about this? Internet died. We'll see if he makes it back. Looking at the time here, first of all, we'll have time for another very quick round of this, especially if we're one person down. But did anyone have anything they wanted to say after this game? Was anyone correct?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, he's coming back. Let's see, you might make it back. Right, act like we don't know yet. Act like we don't know. Act like we don't know. This will be fun. We'll pretend it's you, in fact. Okay, let's see if he's going to make it. So, let's just see. Do we have...
Jeez.
So...
Jeez, what bad timing was that? Sorry
Yeah,
about
okay.
that.
So we have done the vote in your absence, but it's already swung in the direction it was going. Can I just ask, Marshall, do you vote for yourself or do you vote for Dr. Sunday Rain?
Oh, I tried saying Dr. Sunday, then I got booted off the interwebs.
Okay, so I can confirm at this stage that Dr. Sunday Rain has been voted off to be put to death. So we will have a execution scene. So Marshall, you'll have to carry this out. So let's just spotlight you, Marshall, and we are going to spotlight you, Dr. Sunday Rain. Now, at this stage, I will now reveal that Dr. Sunday Rain, we are giving you a free Tommy gun. Please carry out the execution.
Oh, you're giving it to me?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it pains me to have to do this to you, but I don't particularly want you turning it back on me.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to because you're a terrible person, so I'm gonna shoot you.
And with
Ouch.
this, she is carrying
Is
it
that
out.
what you said to
And
everyone else?
Marshall, you have been shot. You have been killed. Because what I can reveal there, you were going to play out your wicked scheme until the end, but in your absence, we did vote for you. And you were voted off.
That's fair enough, you know what? I like that. I will accept that.
But at least we got to see that you would have carried out the execution all the way to the end. No redemption story for you.
absolutely.
So, well
You
done
would
there,
have
well
killed
done.
me. Rude. So
For
rude.
nothing.
So rude.
For nothing.
Sorry, Rumi.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
rude.
with this, because of the timing and that, because there's only a low number, we're going to speed up the proceedings here, and we are going to skip forward a generation. 100 years later, we are now in a new generation, and we have the great-great-grandchildren, or very old, if anyone was still, well, Dr. Sunday, you're perhaps very old, or perhaps you're a relative of Dr. Sunday, but otherwise everyone else is the great-great-grandchild of the people we met before. And unfortunately, we've had a century without crime, but it looks like crime is returning to the city. So, very quickly, everyone take out your camera view. I will roll the dice, and we will have a new hitman among us. With the roll of the dice, I can see who it is, and I will let this person know. So, here we go. I will let this person know. You are the hitman. So I have let the hitman know that they are the hitman. If they could confirm to me that they've seen it, and then if they would like to choose their first victim. If the hitman would like to choose their first victim, please. Excellent. So, if they would like to choose their first victim, I will remind everyone that money is inherited. So, if you spent money or had money stolen before, that carries over to your relatives. So, you may have a lot of money, you may have very little money, but if there's anything you would like to do with the money, either protect yourself, steal from others, you have the option. If you accumulated a lot of money, you may even have the opportunity to, in fact, use that money to find out information on who isn't the hitman, take out a hit on someone else, or if you've managed to accumulate $50,000, you can ask me the identity of the hitman. So if you would like to steal, you need to tell me a number of how much you would like to steal. I cannot confirm to you how much you have got, so do not ask. So let's just see. Let's see. Okay, we have this. Excellent. Now everyone, watch out, because there is a killer about. Okay. So, let's have a look here. Everyone, come on back. Everyone, come on back. And let's see. So, this is a interesting turn of events here. I've got some sad news to report, and that is during the night there was a murder. And that is, unfortunately, Mimi, you are dead. Did you see who attacked you during the night?
I knew it. No way. Unfortunately, I didn't see it. I didn't believe that. I didn't believe. I read that. You know, someone will take me after my grandma was taken. What a horrible story.
Okay, interesting stuff. I can also reveal, Dr. Watt, you are a thief, and you have been caught as a thief. You are a thief. So, with this, we will have a 2-minute period of open discussion. But first, Dr. Watt, as you are a blatant thief, you will have a humiliation put on you for the remainder of the day. So every time you speak, you are going to have to speak in riddles. Every time you speak, you're going to have to communicate in riddles. If you say anything that isn't a riddle, then you will be humiliated with silence for the remainder of the day. There will be a 2-minute period of open discussion. Use this time, try to figure out who attacked and killed Mimi. Take it away.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Like, can you believe that the doctor was stealing from people? That just seems like an omen or something. Like a parody of how society is about the medical industry.
I agree. I mean, this town has got so much better since my great-grandfather's time. We're very proud of this town now. You know, it's it won Flower Show of the Year. It won Flower Show of the Decade. Best flowers in the state. I loved it here. Yes, I can't believe it.
It's all going really great, aside from, Mimi being dead.
That's awful. Like, who would be able... Mimi was so kind. Like, oh my gosh, one time I went over to her house and she had these delicious little, like, strudel treats or whatever. And they were just delicious.
Like, I know, I remember when I was still alive and my grandma left me a little note saying, Mimi, I love you, but one day you may be killed. And I thought she's just a bit dark because she had some drinking problem. But
Is dead.
I don't know.
Finale.
Yeah, there were a lot of drug problems back in the 100 years ago. Everybody in this town was like addicted to something. But I believe if we work together, then we can cleanse ourselves.
I think so. I think so too. And
It was a very different place, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I can still hear Mimi now. You know, she's in my heart and in my head.
She's always with us.
Yeah, I
you
just
heard
went
her
to the
too,
Mimi,
right?
Mimi Institution for killed people in the central town, and I put my bouquet there. Really, Grandma, I think about her. I want to die. I want to cry.
Are the ones who are dead truly gone?
I don't believe that they are. I believe that they
They're
carry
staying
on a
forever
place in
with
our
us.
hearts.
Oh, yes, we float in the air.
Yeah. Beautiful. It's beautiful, this town. I'm so happy to live
Yeah.
here.
If there wasn't a murderer, I would suggest that we have a candlelight vigil for her. But, I'm just so scared, you guys.
Okay, and with
Yeah,
that,
it's
that
awful.
period of open discussion is over. See if we've got any questions from the audience. And we've got here, the Slim Shady will come back, says Hugh. Sunday, what's your favourite movie?
Oh, see, my personal favorite movie, I really like Moana. Because it was like she had a dream and she wasn't gonna, follow society's ways, but she was gonna find herself. If it were my grandmother, she would have said Gone Girl. But me personally, New Sunday, Moana 100%.
Okay, also The Rock was in that, so that was cool. Right,
Yeah.
so let's have a look here. Lucky Leon, do you prefer Italian cuisine with a hint of cooked meat or Malaysian spicy food?
I'd have to say probably Malaysian spicy food. But anything that's made in this town is beautiful. We've got such a lovely cuisine here, So local food is what I love because we've got such a lovely local town.
Okay, Dr. Watt, are you still with us? This is an interesting night. Okay, so... Sunday, Therapist
Yes.
Sunday, in fact.
Yes.
Michael says, what advice do you have for my relationship?
Oh my gosh, I completely recommend that you find out your partner's love language. Not love with your love language, but love with theirs. And definitely communication. Every issue can be solved if you just talk about your problems.
Oh, I wish I was alive. I would marry her.
We miss you, Mimi. I can feel you. I can feel your spirit. We miss you. We wish you were here too.
Okay.
Yeah, always with us. Rest in peace.
So this was also for Dr. Watt. There was 2 questions for Dr. Watt, who is Dr. Ware currently. but Dr. Watt, a medical doctor like the great-grandfather. So we'll just ask, Sunday, since your grandmother was a doctor, did you
Yes.
follow in her footsteps to be in the profession if you're now a therapist?
Honestly, yes. We had all kinds of she inspired our family to just step out and do whatever we really want to, not to listen to, society and work at grocery stores. So that's why, I'm the first person in my actual family to actually get a degree. So it's really exciting. But as a therapist, I don't really believe in medicine. I'm just more of a holistic doctor.
Okay, fantastic. Dr. Watt, you've returned.
I've returned.
There was a question or two for you.
Uh-oh.
So Michael asked the question, but also asked it to Sunday. What advice do you have for my relationship, says Michael.
But what is a relationship? Is a relationship the coming of two beings, or is it two beings becoming one?
Okay, also, are you a medical doctor like your great-grandfather?
The answer to that question lies in the past.
Oh, quite a riddle. So with this, there will now be a final interaction before we go on to the vote. So rolling the dice, I can see that it is going to be between Dr. Watt. It is going to be between Max are Very Mad, and it is going to be between Young Lucky Leon. So I will spotlight you three. So spotlight 1 and spotlight 2 and spotlight 3. You'll have a 1 minute interaction. Use this time. Figure out who the killer is. Begin.
I can't believe it. I mean, this is such a lovely town. I can't imagine anybody would want to kill Mimi. She was such a lovely woman.
But is a town a city, or is a town a home?
This
Good
town doesn't have water. We need water in this world, and from my ashes you will rise.
We loved it. Your whole family's taken over the water board. Really has helped, I think, the water supplies in the whole town, and I love it. It's such an improved place. What did you think about water, Doctor? I'm sure you had that. Didn't you have that wonderful phrase, that ancient Egyptian phrase about water?
Water is like the blood of the earth.
That's exactly how I feel about it as well.
Don't get addicted to water. It'll take a hold of you, and you will resent its absence.
Addiction is a thing of the mind.
Okay, and with that, that's the end of this period of open discussion. So we will now vote. Let's see if we can catch the killer before they kill again. Therapist Sunday Rain, who do you vote for here?
I think I'm going to go ahead and vote for Max Avery Mad. Strictly for the fact that I feel like the corruption with the water in this town is directly related to them, and I could see murder being a motive to want to cover that up.
Okay, Marshall Less Sunday, Shady rather. Who do you vote for?
I'm going to have to go with Max here on this one as well, just for the fact that during group discussion, Max was awfully quiet, and I didn't know why.
Okay, Max are Very Mad. Who do you vote for here?
I have a suspicion on actually no one, so I'm just gonna try my luck here and go for Mimi.
Mimi?
Yes.
Yeah, Mimi is dead. But excellent guess. We may come back to you. Young Lucky Leon, who do you vote against here?
I can't believe anyone would do it. But just because of the water obsession and the fact that the water is much better now, Max are Very Mad, I think. I think she needs... her grandmother was like this as well about the water, so I've heard. And she needs to let it go. So I think maybe there's a hint of obsession there. So it's got to be her.
Okay. Dr. Watt, what would you say?
Water flows like the blood on Max's hands.
Okay, we will go over to the audience's thoughts, but it's purely academic now, just to get a sense of what the audience think. Blondie Einstein says, young lucky Leon. Hugh says Leon. The Gallant Hero says Max. Michael says Leon. Another vote for Leon. There's someone who doesn't have a name on the votes tonight, which is weird. Never normally happens. And then we've got Leon, Sunday. Leon Jr., you don't look dodgy. I don't think that's a vote, it's just a comment. And then another one for Leon. So overwhelmingly, it was for Leon there. But that will only add up to be one vote equal to your own. So with that, Max are very mad. You will be put to death. Can I have a volunteer to carry out the deed, please? Marshall, you can do this. So, Marshall, you will be spotlighted. Maxaveri, you will also be spotlighted. First of all, Marshall, you'll get an opportunity to get some bonus cash. Please tell me odds or evens.
I'm going to go with evens.
Okay. Yeah. And it is a 3. Unfortunately, you do not get any bonus cash this time. But Max are very mad. You will have 30 seconds. You may be able to talk Marshall down if he's feeling charitable. Otherwise, you could either choose to protect yourself or you could choose to call for the one remaining Tommy gun. And 30 seconds, begin.
So why weren't you talking during group discussion? I just got to know.
Because I only talk about water and you were discussing about everything else than water. But I got 2 things to say. First, if I was the killer, why would I
10
kill
seconds.
somebody I've already killed? Even in my absent-mindedness, I killed Mimi.
It could just be a double bluff.
Oh, unfortunately with that, you did not call to protect yourself in any way. So, Marshall, carry out the execution.
I don't want to do this, but...
Then don't do it!
Okay, with that...
Valhalla!
So, with that, Max are very mad. You are dead. Using my psychic ability, can you reveal from beyond the grave? Were you the killer?
Witness me, I wasn't the hitman!
Okay, so you have made a mistake. Overwhelmingly, you guys voted for Maxaveri. Maxaveri, innocent. We could tell from the fact that she voted for Mimi, who was also dead. But we didn't pick up on that clue. So, with that, we will once again go to the night phase. Everyone take out your camera view. Everyone take out your camera view. And with this, here you go. And let me know, killer, who you would like to choose as your next victim. Also, anyone else, let me know if you would like to steal. Let me know if you would like to protect yourself. You each get 1 action during the night phase. Audience, continue to ask questions to anyone. And let's see here. Ooh, interesting stuff. Okay, interesting stuff coming through here. So, right. So, interesting stuff indeed. So, let's see. To answer a question, yes is the answer. Yes is the answer. So, but you need to let me know very quickly if you want that. So with this, everyone watch out, because there is a killer about. Okay. Okay, so everyone come on back. Everyone come on back. So with this, I look at all your faces, and obviously, Mimi, you are dead. Maxaveri, you are dead. And looking around the room, I can say, young lucky Leon, you're alive.
Am I?
You are.
I mean, yeah. Am I?
Therapist, Sunday Rain. You are not to be disappointed because you are also alive. In fact, you are all alive. The killer either did not take a victim or someone successfully protected themselves. You are all still alive, but there is still at least 1 humiliation. And with a roll of the dice, I can see that Max are very mad. To rub salt in the wound for the remainder of this day, even though you are dead, you are going to have to communicate with your sentences running backwards. You are going to have to say all of your sentences in reverse order. If you attempt to break that early, you will be humiliated with silence. So, for now though, there will be a round of questions. So, Marshall Less Shady, do you have a question for someone, please?
Yes. Young Lucky Leon, out of the remaining people alive, who are you the most suspicious of?
Well, I love this town so much. I can't imagine any of them being killers. I'm kind of getting a bit suspicious of Dr. Watt, though. Sitting in the background there. My grandfather spoke highly of his grandfather, but I don't know. Very suspicious of Dr. Watt, I think. That's my choice anyway.
Okay. With that, Max Averi from Beyond the Grave, do you have a question for someone?
Do I? What doctor? Kill who?
Do you have a response?
Is it still in riddles or?
No, not anymore. Not anymore. You are free of that.
Relieved of that. I would not kill anyone in this town, but then again, I would save everybody as well. My grandfather made the mistake of not saving anybody, but I would not kill anybody either.
Okay. Young Lucky Leon, do you have a question for someone, please?
Marshall. So how do you feel about the town?
Well, it's certainly doing a lot better than it was in the past generation. I've become a very good professional rapper. It's great. Gifts and all sorts. It's great. But the fact there's still a killer around, not great.
Oh. Okay. Mimi from Beyond the Grave, do you have a question for someone, please?
Therapy Sunday, Sunday Rain. You know I've got the hots for you, but it suddenly hit me in the middle of the night that you might be putting on a face of really helping and wanting to make peace, and it's not. It's a cover-up. Prove that it's not.
Well, first I have to say that I am happily married to Marshall, and it would never work out between us. You are also a ghost. And also, I want to help this town. I believe that there's not enough kind people in the world, and I would like to add an addition of kindness to everyone.
Okay. Dr. Watt, who is your question for, please?
My question is for Marshall. You said you were a rapper.
Yes.
What is the tune?
No, a present rapper. You misunderstand.
He raps
I rap presents.
Well, I was expecting...
I'm the breadwinner. So.
But just to say something while I have the floor, I can absolutely 100% confirm that Sunday is innocent.
Interesting.
Biased, maybe.
Okay. Sunday, do you have a question?
Yes. Dr. Watt. You as a doctor, what motivated you to be a doctor besides your great-grandfather's negligence?
Honestly, it was the discovery of the truth serum, which we found when raiding one of his cupboards. We were able to sell it. We were able to make lots of profit from it. We managed to sell it to prisons and police forces. That way, interrogations would go along much quicker. And my doctorate came from discovering the formula.
Okay. Interesting. So we've got a couple of audience questions, and we've got that. First of all, King's Norsilian says, greetings. Hello, greetings. But, Dr. Watt, if you found an obscure hair growing from an unusual place on my chest, what would your prescription be?
My prescription would be you go down to your local pharmacy, you pick up a shaving kit and charge up the shaver and do with that what you will.
Okay, interesting. And here we've got Sunday. Do you agree that Leon is evil?
Oh, I don't believe that any people are actually evil, but there is something odd about how Leon does go on about this town, always comparing it to the old town, as if the roots of the old town didn't bring about the leaves of the current town.
Interesting. We've also got Marshall. What's with the wrapping paper? I think we answered that, but do you have a response?
As I said, I'm a professional rapper. Christmas time is when it's most lucrative, obviously, but birthdays happen all throughout the year. Valentine's Day is popular, and yeah.
Okay. Wade says, it's Leon, look at his shirt. It has blood on it. It wasn't just, it's Leon, look at his shirt as a condemn. There was blood on it. So, what is that, motorcycles?
Yeah.
Okay, they thought it was blood. So, Sunday, is it true you are hiding fangs?
Hiding fangs. Well, I will admit that sometimes Marshall and I do have a little boredom times with our personal moments, so I do like to pretend to be a vampire late at night. But that's for our OnlyFans. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, hopefully there's no werewolves among us, not in this city. But with this, we will now have a voting time. Audience, we will now have a vote. Who do you think is the hitman? Put your votes into the comment section. Vote now and save us. Who do you think is the hitman? So we're going to go round everyone and we will ask them what they think. Starting with Marshall. Who do you suspect?
Ooh, I'm awfully suspicious of Lucky Leon there. So I think I'm going to choose him. It's either him or Dr. Watt. There is no other person it could be.
Okay, but are you, just
Leon.
for clarity, you're saying Leon. Okay,
Yes.
Sunday Rain. Who do you believe it is?
Personally, I think it's Dr. Watt, but I am going to vote with my husband and go with young Leon.
Okay, Lucky Leon. What would you say at this stage?
Yeah. So I'm getting the feeling that because the audience have all voted for me, and they're all these people in this town seem to be voting for me, I think I'm getting set up a little bit. So I think Sunday's playing a clever game there because she started off with all the innocent, and now she's sort of pushing things towards me. But yeah, I think Sunday.
Okay, that is vote for Sunday Rain. Dr. Watt, what do you say?
Well, going by the relationship that our grandfathers used to have with each other, not putting that into it whatsoever, I would have to say Lucky Leon.
Okay, that is another vote for Lucky Leon. So, with this, the dead cannot vote. Mimi and Maxaveri, you will not get to vote unless there is a tie-break scenario. The votes are still coming in, but we'll start to see what they are saying. And we've got votes for Leon. Sunday, bloody Sunday, says Hugh. Jane says Leon. Blondie Einstein on YouTube says, it's Sunday. Really? So sweet and innocent? I don't think so. Sunday, raining blood. And then we have another vote for Sunday. That's where we're up to there. Audience, just whilst we're waiting to see if anything else comes in, I'll remind you that if you haven't done so already, smash that subscribe button over on youtube.com/XstreameImprov. And another vote's come in for Sunday. So I don't know if this is balancing things up, but looking at the votes, it's going to be academic and just something that may inform things for future reference, because I will say that, Leon, you have the most votes there, and overwhelmingly you have been voted for. So, could I please have a volunteer from our survivors who would like to take out young Lucky Leon? We need a volunteer. Okay, Marshall, you are going to take the responsibility, and with this burden comes the possibility of some reward. So, Marshall and Leon. Now, once again, I will just join you, in fact. I will remind you, first of all, Marshall, you have the opportunity to get some bonus cash here. So if you tell me odds or evens, if you correctly guess what it lands on, depending what number it lands on, you would get that amount of thousands of dollars. So, odds or evens?
I'm going to go with evens again.
Okay. And it is a 2, so you get a bonus $2,000. A bonus $2,000. Thank you very much there, Marshall. Young Lucky Leon, in a moment you will have 30 seconds during which you will have the opportunity to try to talk Marshall down, and that will absolutely be on Marshall's charity to let you go if you can convince him. Otherwise, at any point during the 30 seconds, you can say, protect me, and then you can use protection money if you have some available to try to protect yourself. And you will also have the opportunity to call for a Tommy gun. Now, a Tommy gun will give you a 1 in 8 chance of protecting yourself, but you can obviously spend as little or as much of the protection money as you choose to. So with that, 30 seconds, begin.
Convince me.
You can't kill me. I mean, think about it. Your grandfather was a murderer, okay? Your wife's grandmother killed my grandparents. You know, last time my grandparent was killed innocently, and I'm going to be killed innocently again.
But why shouldn't I kill you? What have you been doing all night? What have you been doing in your nights?
All night. You know, I couldn't kill anybody. There's no way I could do anything. I was in the house, nice and calm.
Okay, quiet. And with that, you have not chosen to protect yourself, young Lucky Leon. So, here, Marshall, please carry out the execution.
At this point, am I able to spare his life?
Oh,
You've got to spare me life.
wow. Okay, yes.
You know I'm innocent.
What a twist in the story. Yes, you are.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay, thank you very much.
Nothing like your grandparent. Nothing.
Okay, thank you so much there. So with that, Marshall, you have shown mercy. Young Lucky Leon didn't do anything to protect himself. He showed faith in humankind, and Marshall was charitable there. So no one has died at the hands of us. But it does definitely mean, whether that was a right decision or wrong decision, there is still a killer amongst us. Everyone take out their camera view. Everyone take out their camera view. I would now ask the killer to please confirm to me who they would like to kill. Please let me know who you would like to kill. If you would like to steal, tell me who you would like to steal from and how much you would like to steal. If you are not the killer, let me know if you would like to either protect yourself or steal from someone. In both cases, you need to let me know how much protection money you wish to use. So with this, okay, interesting stuff. And right, so interesting stuff. Right. Okay, everyone watch out, because there is a killer about. To answer a question, yes. If you would like to do it, though, you need to let me know immediately. To answer a question, okay? Good, everyone come back. Everyone come back. So, everyone come back. Now, I have some good news and I have some bad news. The good news is I'm still alive. The bad news is Marshall is dead. So, Marshall, you were killed during the night. Did you get a sense of who it was that attacked you?
Well, it could only be Dr. Watt or Leon, but I think it might be Dr. Watt.
Interesting.
That's ridiculous. There's no way. Someone's clearly framing me. I wouldn't kill you after you've spared me.
Okay, so with this, we will have a 3-minute period of open discussion, and then we will put it back to a vote. So, audience, if you have any questions, then by all means ask them to any of the suspects, because we're speeding things up, and we will come to a conclusion one way or another. 3 minutes, guys. Use this time. Find out who the killer is. Begin.
Leon, why would you kill him after he spared your life?
You know,
Obviously,
that's
it's Dr.
suspicious.
Watt. And the thing
Someone
is
is fake.
that I suspected you, Dr. Watt.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, my dog is throwing up.
It definitely. I mean, there's no way I would do that, because then it just looks weird, doesn't it?
But level.
I would like to ask you, Leon, why didn't you protect yourself when you were about to be executed?
If you're innocent, you don't need protection. So, I don't
That's
need
why
it.
I spared you.
Exactly, and I won't need it again.
So what, you think it was Sunday?
And there's no way I would have killed you, because
Absolutely not. I spent $20,000 to find out that Sunday is innocent. She's not here, so it's okay. She can't hound me for it.
Interesting.
See, I think, Doc, you came straight in there. Whoever's trying to frame me is clearly going to try and push it. So whoever starts saying it was me, they heard the audience, they heard the other people suspected me in the village town, and now you lot are starting to. One of you guys are pushing. You just started that, Doc.
Vengeance on the town for your grandfather when they were dumping rubbish in his garden.
I'm pretty sure it's the doctor, because when he was asked why is the doctor, he couldn't find really any real good reason. He just said, because my ancestors. So no passion for his...
I will take my own truth serum to prove that it wasn't me.
How do we know that your own serum actually works?
Yeah.
It is patent pended.
It's created by you.
It is created by me. It is created by my grandfather's formula. He proved that it could work. He was one step away from a breakthrough.
So what have you been doing at night time then, Doctor? Please tell us.
What have I been doing at night time? I have been binge watching back-to-back episodes of Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
This sounds made up.
What can I say? I love Salem.
If you would say anything else, that would make sense. That doesn't make any sense.
No.
Sabrina the witch, no.
Yeah.
Even the dead know you're guilty.
Yeah, even the dead.
You're pushing it. Wait, I'm gonna see how next you try and push it onto me. Let's see how this goes.
Well, he tried to push it on Sunday, even though I had confirmed her as innocent. So
Yeah, he
Right,
paid
now-
he's just trying to
money
incriminate
confirm
anyone.
Now that
me.
you have proved that this is true, that she's innocent, I believe you.
Okay, and
And you
with
said-
that, this period of open discussion has ended. We will go over to the comments section and see what we've got. Max, what is the afterlife like?
Rocking is life totally.
Oh no, you don't have to do that anymore. That was yesterday. Oh,
Life is totally rocking.
there we go. Double bluff, I reckon, says Blondie Einstein. Young Don Lucky Leon Mafia boss. Leon, do you have a response to that?
It'd be too obvious, wouldn't it? You can't do that. There's no way that I would kill the person to just save me. But everybody else knows that everyone's pointing at me. I suspect the next thing will be somehow pointing towards me as well, so that they'll put off. Good way to get to the end of the game, I think.
Okay. Marshall, how do you know it wasn't Sunday?
Because I unfortunately spent 20,000 of our life savings. I'm sorry, dear, but
Oh my god.
it was necessary. I mean, yeah.
Doesn't sound very
I got it back by, when I was about to execute Leon, and I didn't execute him, so it was money well earned.
Okay.
Smart, yes.
What? You did it, says Michael.
That is entirely wrong. Why would I kill anyone?
They're on to you now. They're on to you.
Okay. Leon, did you rip that shirt off your last victim?
The bicycle shirt. Who was the last victim?
Who was...
No. Who was it? Maybe. No, I didn't. Rip it off
Marshall.
the last victim.
Or do you...
Marshall.
Oh.
Marshall. I didn't take it off Marshall. He saved me, so I wouldn't steal anything off him. Bless him.
Okay. Is Sunday's dog okay?
Yeah, she's okay. She was just like, I got her outside and everything. She's out of my room right now, but I'll check on her in a little bit.
Okay, so with this, audience, it is now voting time. Vote now and save us. Who do you suspect is the killer? Each of our survivors will get the opportunity to vote. The dead will not be able to vote unless there is a tie-break situation. But with this, let's go around. Dr. Watt, who
Yes.
do you suspect is the killer on this occasion?
Clearly, the blame is being placed on me. So I would gladly say Leon. He keeps pushing that it was me.
Okay, that is a vote against Young Lucky Leon. Young Lucky Leon, who do you suspect?
So, I did kind of think it might be Sunday, but because Dr. Watt was so quick at pushing it towards me, knowing that suspicion's already there, that's what's trying to twist me a bit. So I think it's Dr. Watt.
Okay, that is a vote for Dr. Watt. Therapist Sunday Rain, who do you think?
Honestly, I do believe that it's Dr. Watt. However, I do want to point out that it is strange that Leon continues to be so defensive when everyone has mentioned that it's Dr. Watt, because he's like completely made his riches off of stealing recipes from his family. So
Interesting.
Dr. Watt.
Dr. Watt. So with
It's just
this,
banana bread. What can I say?
okay, let's have a look at the comment section. We've got votes for Leon. Oh, hang on one second. We've got to scroll back up. So, votes are still coming in, so I won't get caught in the middle. So, starting from the top. Dr. Watt. Dr. Watt. Dr. Watt. Sunday. Dr. Watt. Leon. Leon for sure. Leon. Sunday. That's where we're up to. We'll give it a few more seconds, but just counting things. Oh, Dr. Watt is clearly trying to find the TARDIS. I will interpret that as a vote. Another vote for Leon. Another vote for Leon. This is getting close. It's getting very close. Let's just count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Oh, another one for Sundays just popped up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Currently it's a tie. Another one for Sunday. So 1, 2, 3. This is very close. 4. So it is a tie between Dr. Watt and it is a tie between Leon, and it is one behind for Sunday. So at this stage we will go to the dead to settle it. It's either Dr. Watt or Leon. Marshall, who do you suspect?
I think I just had a realization, because Dr. Watt was caught stealing on the first night, right? When someone died.
Yeah.
It has to be Leon. It's Leon. It's absolutely Leon.
Oh,
Sure.
Interesting thoughts.
100%. Oh, God, I should have killed you. Damn it. You got me.
Interesting
Well
thoughts.
played.
Max Severi, who do you vote for here?
I have a thing that I can get the right hitman, so it is young Lucky Leon.
You're saying...
I have a superpower.
Okay, you have a superpower. You're saying it's young Lucky Leon. And Mimi from Beyond the Grave. Who do you
God.
think it is?
You know, you just knocked me now, Marshall, because I was just about to say I'm gonna, die for it again and swear it's Dr. Watt. But you're right, Leon stole on the first, so the evidence speaks for itself. God, I'm sorry, it has to be Leon.
Okay, Leon, you have been voted. So, with this, I will ask either Dr. Watt or Therapist Sunday Rain who would like to carry out the execution here.
I will do it.
Okay, Therapist Sunday Rain, you have volunteered. So, young Lucky Leon, you are being put to death for a second night in a row. So, I will spotlight you. Sunday, I will spotlight you as well. I will also join into this situation. And once again, I'll remind you, Sunday, you will have the opportunity to earn some bonus protection cash. But you'll have to first say odds or evens if you're
Even.
correct. Evens. If you're correct, then you'll get bonus money. And it is a 10. You get a bonus $10,000. So well done there. So plus 10. Young Lucky Leon, you will now be put to execution. You will have 30 seconds. During this 30 seconds, you can attempt to convince Sunday Rain that you are innocent, just as you did to Marshall yesterday. And it may be successful. However, if you do not feel that that will definitely happen, you could choose to protect yourself and use as much or as little of the protection money you've got to try to protect yourself. Other than that, you can choose to use a Tommy gun, which will give you only a 1 in 8 chance of protection. So with this, 30 seconds on the clock, begin.
So, they're quite right. It can't be Dr. Watt. I forgot all about that. So the only person it could be would be me or you, Sunday. And I
can't
know it's
be
not
me,
me, and it can't be
because-
Doctor, so it's got to be you. And
You're
no wonder
being-
you volunteered to kill me so quickly, because then once I'm dead,
Leon.
you can then push it on to Dr. Watt.
Leon. My husband spent $20,000 of our life savings
10
to
seconds
prove
left.
my innocence.
I want to protect, because when I get out of this, they can find out it was between me and you'll be out.
Okay, so with this, how much protection money would you like to use?
All of it? Or, well, how do you say all of it? Or
Yeah, you can say, well, okay, yeah, I guess so. That does make sense. You can use all of it, which gives you it gives you 7,000 protection. 7,000 protection you have left. So I will roll this. If it lands on a 1 through 7, you will be protected. And if it lands on 8, 9, or 10, you will not be protected. And it is a 2. You are protected. So you do not die on this day. Well done there. So remove all spotlights. So everyone come back. Everyone come back. Have a look on the screen, audience. Someone here is not who they claim to be. Either young Lucky Leon is lucky and just managed to correctly protect himself if he is innocent, or perhaps he managed to get away with murder yet again. Perhaps Dr. Watt had a lucky escape himself because things looked like it was about to swing in that direction, but maybe this was a lucky escape and he is in fact the killer. Or is it therapist Sunday Rain, who no one has been looking at because of the testimony by Marshall claiming that she is innocent. However, Marshall just suddenly flip-flopped, saying that he had got it wrong once already. Who can we trust? Who can't we trust? Who is the hitman? Everyone, go lock yourselves in your houses, shut the doors, bolt the windows, and pray for your lives. There is a hitman about, and unless we can stop them, they are going to strike again. So at this stage, I will ask, would the hitman please say who they would like to kill? Or if they would like to steal, that is an option. If you are not the hitman, please say if you would like to protect yourself or if you would like to steal. So with this, we will just wait. So, okay. We have things that are happening. And with that, that's unfortunate. I will do my best for this person. It's very unfortunate. Everyone, watch out, because there is a hitman about. Okay, everyone come on back. Everyone come on back. Now, at this stage, I have some bad news, and I have some more bad news. The first bad news is someone is dead. And that someone, Leon, Sunday, Doctor. I can now reveal is Dr. Watt. Dr. Watt is dead. Dr. Watt is dead. And someone killed them. The other bad news is that we have a hitman, and it is either young Lucky Leon or therapist Sunday Rain. And now we will have a situation where we are all going to have to vote. The dead will get the opportunity to vote. But first of all, Dr. Watt, from beyond the grave, do you get a sense of who it was that tried to kill you?
I'm still going with what I said originally, and I'm going with Marshall's testimony for Sunday, so I'm going to say it's Leon.
Okay, that's what we're thinking there. But Leon will have a chance to change your mind. Sunday will have a chance to try to convince you, or to perhaps put a foot in it if she is in fact the guilty one. Because we are now going to give 30 seconds to each of our suspects that remain, and they will have this opportunity to try to convince you that they are innocent and that the other is guilty. Starting with therapist Sunday Rain. You will have 30 seconds. The floor is yours.
Honestly, I would say that I would never hurt anybody. The only reason why I volunteered for the execution at the end was because I'm just trying to help my husband who was murdered, and all he had was a rapping career that was barely getting off the ground, and we had bills. But the fact that young Lucky Leon is so defensive all the time, even when people weren't even voting for him, he was very defensive, makes it seem like he's very guilty. And I just hope that everyone finds in their heart to understand that money was paid to clear my name.
Okay, thank you very much there. Next up, young Lucky Leon. You will have 30 seconds on the clock. The floor is yours.
Let's just go back through the events. Sunday starts off all innocent and sweet, and then she disappears in the background. Then it becomes three of us, and then we all remind ourselves that Dr. Watt couldn't be the killer. So funnily enough, after all the pointing goes towards me, Dr. Watt gets killed. And now Sunday will just sit there and end up blaming me for everything, knowing that already people think it was me. Very well played. very, very well played. Because up to that point, I kind of forgot about you. And I was even
Okay, and that is the end of this. So, we will very quickly go round everyone else. There is not going to be a question at this stage, but if anyone else has one thing they would like to say, then I will give that opportunity. So, Mimi, is there anything you would like to say before we vote?
Well, I find it really hard that we have two different separate pieces of evidence, and you can't argue with evidence. So why would the husband lie to everyone, saying, "I paid 20,000, she's not guilty"? And how can we look at the evidence that Mr.
Okay, I will stop you at this stage. Marshall, do you have one thing you would like to say?
Yeah, I do. So, if someone has enough money, can they just take out a hit on someone during the day at this stage?
Yes, in theory. Yeah, they could do it at any point.
Sunday, my dear, if you have enough money, kill him. Just spend the rest of our life savings and get it over with.
I don't have enough.
So you're gonna
How do you know? You just earned $10,000. You might have more than you think.
Okay.
Just saying.
Interesting thoughts. Maxaveri, do you have something you would like... Oh, you're gone. Do you have something you would like to say?
Yes.
Thank you.
Make water free.
Okay, there we go. Dr. Watts, what would you like to say?
I would just like to say that Leon has had it out for me from the beginning. He has never trusted me.
Okay, so now, with that, we have heard from everyone. It is now voting time. It is now voting time. Audience, vote now and save us. Who do you think is the hitman? Put your votes into the comments section, and we will also have everyone here to be able to vote as well, dead or alive. Starting with Therapist Sunday Rain. Who do you think it is?
It's Leon.
Okay, that is a vote for Leon. We will now ask young lucky Leon. Who do you think the hitman is?
It was obviously Sunday. I had the chance to protect myself when Marshall was going to kill me, and I would let myself die because I knew I was innocent. I didn't protect myself, didn't shoot him or do anything. I only defended myself when I knew Sunday was trying to kill me.
Okay.
Because I knew she was guilty.
Mimi, who do you think it is?
Leon.
Okay, that is a vote for young lucky Leon. Dr. Watt, what would you say at this stage?
I believe you know my answer. It would be Leon.
Okay, so with that, it's looking Leon. Maxaveri, do you have a different opinion?
I'll go with the same.
Okay, excellent. And Marshall, what would you say?
It's absolutely Leon.
Okay, so with this, let's go over to the comment section. We have votes come in, and let's see what's said. Let's just check the timing. Scrolling down. We have votes for Don Lucky Leon. Jane says Sunday. Leon, and Sophie says Sunday. The Princess Diva says Sunday. Votes for Sunday are coming in as I'm speaking, so we'll give it a couple more seconds just in case there is a change of the tides. But with this, it isn't going to make a difference either way. Leon, you have been marked for death. Sunday, you will now have to carry out the execution. Same rules apply. If you are able to protect yourself in any way, Leon, you may be able to change people's minds if we do make it to another day. But for now, Sunday, odds or evens?
Evens.
It is evens, and it is another 10, which is incredible. So, with that is 2 10s you've got. That's never happened before either. There will now be a 30-second period on the clock. Young Lucky Leon, if you would like to protect yourself, if you have any protection money, then you can attempt to use it. You can also grab a Tommy gun, or you could try to convince Sunday to let you live. 30 seconds, begin.
My husband spared you and you murdered him.
You know you did it. There's no way I'm going to convince you. You're here happy to kill me, and then you've killed everybody, and you'll be happy with that, won't you?
My bed is empty because of you.
Yeah, you did it. You know, there's only one thing I'm going to do. I'm going to grab a Tommy gun, because there's the only way to protect myself. I can't
Okay,
give it
you have
right?
grabbed a Tommy gun. You will now have a 1 in 8 chance of turning the gun back on Sunday. Please tell me a number from 1 to 8.
Number 2.
Okay. And it is a number 1. You have failed. So with this, continue and please carry out the execution Sunday.
I catch him on fire.
Okay. So, with that, young Lucky Leon, you have been put to death. You have been executed. So, young Lucky Leon, please reveal to us from beyond the grave, were you the hitman?
Yes, and I'm glad I did it. The things you did to my grandfather.
Like my grandmother, I
well.
survived again.
Oh, wow, yes.
got my revenge.
Double survivor.
Very well played, mate. Very well played.
Very well played. Wow. That should have been over ages ago, and you let him go.
So, I forgot about Dr. Watt in the first. I was like, oh no, I made a grave mistake.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Let him go.
Wow,
Hey,
amazing
made it
stuff.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Audience, if you have any final thoughts or comments or anything, put them into the comments section. Were you right? Were you wrong? Did the killer trick you? Or were you with Sunday all the way there? Anything
Or
any of
people
you
were
guys
tricked.
want to say about what you spotted, strategy or otherwise?
Huh?
Was that to us?
Yes, it was to you that time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought he was very suspicious because he was like so defensive when no one was looking at him. And I was like, we're talking about, we're voting on Dr. Watt. He's like, everyone's looking at me. I'm like, what? Bruh,
Do you know what?
we're voting
I was
on Dr.
suspecting him
Watt.
right from the start, and then, like, when he just didn't defend himself, I was like, hang on, that doesn't make sense. Like, surely he would just accept his death if he was the killer. But he played me. You played that so well, mate.
I
Very
think he
well
killed
done.
you.
Do you know what, though?
Yeah, and then he killed. It's fine. It's fine. It all worked out.
Leon, I felt like you seemed like a politician because you were like,
Yeah.
no, even if it didn't make sense, you were going to say it with such conviction. You were almost convincing me.
I thought I did a good narrative there.
Yeah, no, it's
Absolutely.
like,
You're like, there's no way it could be Dr. Watt. It's Sunday. It's like, but Sunday's the only
yeah,
person who was
exactly.
clean.
You just ignored this
Just to be
truth,
cleared, like,
and you were
man.
absolutely certain. It didn't matter how big the plot hole was. You were driving through it.
But it would have worked because I tried to kill Sunday first and it didn't kill it.
I did protection every round. That's why when you
Yeah.
were like keeping up, I was like, I've been using my money
I
to
was
stay
yeah.
alive.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I killed you
yeah, fair
first.
enough.
Could have got away with it.
And that was also just an
Right.
interesting character moment between that relationship there. You were like, darling, save yourself. And you were like, baby, I spent all the money. It's gone.
Both of us were just reckless with our spending. It's a doomed relationship, but it's fine.
A
Oh, dear.
holistic
God.
therapist and a Christmas present wrapper.
Christmas present. You're the breadwinner. It's
How
you
many
know,
you
it's
killed
just how
me
it goes.
twice?
Yeah. Okay. So, but do you know what? There's a couple of firsts. First of all, you got bonus $10,000
Yeah.
twice in a row. That's not happened before. Also, we've never had it where someone has talked someone down before. So that's the first time we've had someone voluntarily not do the execution. So how about that? And it was a mistake. So,
Yeah.
Well, you know.
That'll teach you.
but otherwise,
Exactly.
Marshall,
Never trust
Jared,
me
you did get you were the one that identified that clue there. Otherwise, we would have probably voted for Dr. Watt earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot that too.
Yeah, oh my gosh. It was like, it just sort of dawned on me as everyone was talking and voting. I was like, hang on. Like, yeah, it happened the first night and completely.
But do you know what?
forgot.
One last interesting thing I'll say before we go over to the comments is the same thing happened, because obviously we've done 2 games tonight. The same thing happened with you. You were the killer, and
Yeah.
you stole the first night, and you were caught.
And got found out.
Because you stole. It's a really interesting tactic.
And that's how I figured it out, was that you stole.
But like he stole like a huge amount, which gave you very low odds of getting away
It's
with it.
50-50.
Yeah, and so with that, well, you got caught either way. It then almost creates a red herring. It's an interesting tactic.
Yeah.
That was the hope. Like, either I got away with stealing, or I would claim that I used all my money to protect myself. It was either
Yeah.
or. So, yeah.
Ah, okay. So anyway, we've got well played. Or Leon has that guilty. Leon has that guilty personal sweet dreams. Persona rather. I was just reading the exclamation point as an L. Right. We've also got a great show, loads of fun, well played. And with that, let's find out where you can find each of our performers on social media. Starting with Sarit, where can the people find you?
Yeah, well, I'm Sarit Wilson Chen. Look, yeah, I'm Sarit Wilson Chen on Facebook. You can find me there. I'm mainly active there. So, yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Young Lucky Leon, where can we find you?
Just Leon Buck Comedy on Facebook, so Leon Buck Comedy. I'm not as guilty in real life as you all seem to be judging me for. I'm quite
Okay,
nice.
fantastic. Next up, Marshall. Jared, where can the people find you?
Yes, so I'm not too active on most social media, but you can find me as Jared Tasconi on Facebook if you so wish, or at Sleppy Giuseppe on Instagram. Also, in the next couple of months, I'll be releasing a podcast where I talk about D&D and stuff. So, yeah.
Oh.
So, just got to get my editor and stuff together for that. So.
Okay, thank you very much. David, where can we find you?
You can find me on Facebook at David Meakin, and you can find me on Instagram under Darth Nocturnus, and you can also find me under Myrti Blueberry, which is my little puppet.
Fantastic. Max, where can we find you? Isha.
You can find me on Extreme Improv. By the way, there's another show in 45 minutes, which is
There
going
is.
to be a show of Mafia. Also, you can find me on Instagram with the name Kahuna Tamada.
Okay, fantastic. For me, very quickly, my name is David Postansky. Find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at David Postansky, spelt Pustansky. Also, look up this book on Amazon. I will rush things through because, as we mentioned, there is another show, and lastly but not leastly at all, double survivor today, Shalita.
Killer.
Okay. Hi, I'm Shalita. You can find me on Instagram as Simple Plush Toy. I'm also on Twitch, so that's Simple Plush Toy as well as TikTok. But that's usually just my online persona. I play video games, lots of zombies, and Don't Starve Together.
Okay, fabulous. Thank you so much. So everyone, as we mentioned, there is going to be a bonus Revenge of the Mafia show in about 45 minutes. It is a shorter show that we're doing as another guest spot with Improv at its best. So do check that out on their Facebook page or their Facebook group in about 45 minutes. So that's 6 p.m. EST, Eastern Standard Time, and 11 p.m. UK time. So from me, from everyone else, that was a fantastic show. Guys, loads of fun, loads of laughs. That was awesome. Thank you so much. Stay safe, and always stay extremed. And watch out for the Mafia. Bye, everyone.
Bye!
Bye!
See ya!
Okay, and we are now off the air.
Angry.
Oh man. Okay, so tell me, because I entirely missed it.